All right, I'm recording now.
Video.
Welcome to a special
Anyway.
Uncle Jimmy Mac podcast, hot stuff edition. So, all right, so we can see some of the setups. There's Savannah and Reed. What are you guys eating? Chicken wings with that?
Yes.
And what do you have there, James? Nuggets?
Yeah, these are vegan nuggets.
Nice. I didn't want to go with fried chicken, so I just have like a big old bucket. If I threw some thighs in the crock pot, I'm just gonna dip that.
Hi, pesto.
So, and I don't know the order of how hot my shit is, but I think serrano peppers would be the least, right?
They'd be
Probably.
towards the light end. A jalapeno or like a Tabasco would be pretty light too.
Yeah, no, it's the next jump is habanero and then the Carolina Reaper.
Nice.
Oh.
So
No ghost pepper.
I'm guessing maybe this one, serrano and basil hot sauce, 3
Sounds
out of
pretty
5
balanced.
peppers. Says a combination of zesty serrano and fragrant basil. The sauce opens new doors. Pizza and pasta, meet your new paisano.
Ooh.
Hopefully
That's what I'm gonna start with.
sinuses as well.
I'm starting with the Alaska urethra ripper.
Just to clarify the middle word there, that was urethra.
Yes, you've experienced that the next day, right?
I have, fortunately. I mean, unfortunately.
Yeah, and you wonder, am I doing harm? You know,
Probably.
is the lining now missing or something?
It's probably slightly damaged, but hopefully it's all been repaired since then.
Are we
I
doing
hope-
like a simultaneous bite here on our first one? Are we going round robin? How does this
Oh
work?
yeah, I think.
Oh yeah, real quick. I have the Hot Ones classic sauce. So this is from the Hot Ones show.
That's nice and sweet, isn't it?
Oh.
Yeah, it's pretty tasty.
Yeah.
I'll show you my fancy one. I have the Korean chicken takeout for chili.
I got Tapatio.
And we looked up our Scovilles. So our first one is 3,000 Scovilles.
Yeah, does anybody?
That's pretty high for starting.
Yeah, the only one I could find was my highest was like 160,000 or something, but I couldn't find any other ones.
Yeah, I was supposed to bring mild hot sauce packets from Taco Bell. Those are like 200, but I forgot.
I have some mild salsa. I think it's like 3.
Mine says 6 out of 10.
Ooh,
Okay.
okay,
It's a
Heidi.
good starting spot.
Okay.
Smells like a spicy
Everyone
food
ready?
here already.
Morgan, do you want to kick it off? Is your question specific though? Should I kick it off with a general question?
Yeah, you kick it off with the general question.
What size of a bite is that, Eric? Are you on a diet or something?
Well, it's gonna be a lot. I'll do more. I don't want to get
Mine are
full.
potentially inedible because I microwaved them. So we're working on a backup plan.
That is delicious. I can barely taste any heat at all.
All right.
Yeah.
While you're enjoying your first bite, we're going to start with question number 1. This goes out to all of you. So whoever would like to start can, but
Just buzz in.
start talking. I would like to know your journey with spicy food. Did your parents make it? Did you eat a lot as a kid? Did you get into it just for the fun game pain aspect of it? What's your
I can
story?
jump in on that one. I was always a mild food eater up until about age 24 when I met Monica, and she was a spicy food eater. And she said, you don't know what you're missing. And I said, I think I do. And I just started getting accustomed to it. And then now I just love it.
Yeah, growing up, I would take, mild salsa, dip the chip, and then like wring it out. And like, I couldn't stand any kind of heat. And it's only been pretty recently that I've even sort of tried to up the ante. And I don't know I can't remember like a particular food or instance, like why, but now, I'm nowhere near like enjoying really hot stuff, but I like when stuff kind of kicks my butt a little bit now.
Well, yeah, I have the opposite of both of your guys' situations. So from a very young age, I frequently couldn't sleep at night. A lot of times, like it was just my sinuses were really clogged. And what I would do as a kid was go downstairs to the fridge and take out the tube of wasabi and just like shoot some wasabi into my mouth to just kind of like clear out the sinuses so that I could breathe better and hopefully get to sleep faster. And so, yeah, by the time I was in high school, it was like every time I ordered takeout, it was as many stars as possible. And I've always just loved it.
Wow.
Wow.
There's no way wasabi would ever help me sleep.
So you had like a medicinal on-ramp for
You could call it that.
your habit, huh?
How are your sinuses now?
Better because I don't live in my parents' old dusty house anymore.
Okay.
But seasonal allergies are still very tough for me.
Okay.
Wow.
Do you still use wasabi to sleep?
Or other hot sauces
sauce.
now. I get to pick what's in the fridge these days. So
Okay.
Wow.
Wow. So
I
is
was
it like
kind of like Eric, where as a kid I didn't really eat hot food, and somehow I think it's that whole taste buds mellow out when you get older. I don't know if that was it, maybe. But yeah, now I like it a lot.
Yeah, so this first one, not super spicy. I mean, I can tell I ate something spicy, but no like pain at all. But really flavorful with the basil and stuff. Like it's definitely more of a like I'm getting the flavors of it versus I think when I start upping the level here, it's just going to be the pain.
Can I try that one?
Yeah.
what would you put it on besides chicken, Eric? Like what do you see that pairing well with for a dish or something?
I mean, there's so few
Basil.
things that I eat with hot sauce now. What I tend to do now is I have like refried beans or something. I'll mix it in, and it would be good with that.
Okay.
But I mean, yeah, I can't even think of what I would mix. That's what I struggle with this is what do I even eat with spicy stuff?
Maybe if you had a Mexican bowl.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Sorry, tacos and Mexican food and stuff, and that would go well with it. I would
Oh
put
yeah,
that on there.
always the winner.
Nachos?
Yeah, maybe a burrito more than a taco, but yeah, nachos.
We don't have a number for this one, do we?
That one.
Unfortunately, no. That one's a mystery. So you can tell us how they compare.
All right, are we moving on to hot sauce number 2?
Yeah. Okay. So
I'd
this
say
I don't know how old this is. It's green, and hopefully it's supposed to be green. Hazan hot sauce, Serrano roasted garlic from Nash's out in Squim. Wasn't made there, but that's where we bought it. Enchanting small batch hot sauce brewed in the heart of Seattle. Serrano peppers, pasilla peppers, cider vinegar, roasted garlic, honey, mezcal, and salt.
I didn't know you.
It's got mezcal in it.
Mezcal.
Awesome.
Wow.
I've got Clark and
Hopkins.
Hopkins
It's very
artisan
small.
pepper sauce. Kerala looks African, doesn't it? Kerala.
Or Indian, maybe.
What's
Okay.
the pepper there, Rita?
We got Clark and Hopkins. Can you read that?
Yeah.
It's
And
very tiny.
it should say where it's from, I thought. But yeah, it must okay. Sorry.
Did you
this
guys
is
say
my
you looked up the
podcast content.
Scoville on that?
This is the only one we don't know,
Oh,
but
okay.
it's 2.5 out of 5, and we know the Scoville of our next one, so we're pretty confident that this is the second most mild.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this one that I have is a habanero, and I'm excited for this one. I really love it.
Sweet potato.
So Leave, growing up, one of her neighbors, you'd consider Skylar a neighbor, right? Cool. So yeah, like next door neighbor, now makes this hot sauce in LA. And so
Nice.
we like ran into him on the street one time when we were visiting Leave's dad, and he was like, "Oh, hey, I just made a new batch. Like, do you guys like hot sauce?" And I was like, "Be still, my beating heart. Like, let's go."
Wow.
So, anyways, he's a really cool guy. I got to hang out with him at Leave's 10-year high school reunion and get to know him a little bit. And so yeah, this is his sauce, and I love it. It's delicious.
That's so cool.
This is a habanero.
And it has jalapeno in it. Sorry, I finally did find it. It took way too long.
What is that? What is that word?
Habanero.
Okay. Habanero,
Oh, yeah.
jalapeno.
Yeah.
Onion, ginger, garlic, cumin, salt.
Apple cider vinegar.
Can you guys actually taste all those things when you eat it? Like, is this not spicy enough that you can still taste the flavors and stuff?
Definitely on that first
We'll
one, I can
find
taste
out,
the
yeah.
flavors.
Yeah, let's find out.
All right, got a little bigger bite for Reed here.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. Ooh, that's a lot came out. I see chunks of garlic.
Oh my god, yeah, those are big. Morgan, would you like to ask a question?
No, you go. I'm gonna wait till mine are more specific, so I'm wait till
Cool.
they have more powerful ones.
Cool. Okay, this is totally switching gears, but I wanted to know your guys' favorite childhood toy.
God, I had so many. I mean,
You can pick a couple.
my favorite toys, my collection was definitely my WWF wrestlers. I had an absolute ton of them. I collected a lot of stuff, but that was the one I think I had for the longest and played with the most.
And what got you into wrestling?
I saw a commercial. I was sitting there watching TV, and back in the 80s, and this commercial comes on with Hulk Hogan, and they're advertising these little toys.
Could
And
not
it's
be
like
into
the
wrestling.
coolest damn thing I ever saw in my life. So I started collecting the toys first, and then because I had the toys, I wanted to watch the wrestling, and then I got into watching wrestling.
Nice. Yeah, I feel like that's, I guess, Ultimate Fighting is kind of the new generation's wrestling, I guess. I feel like I know wrestling still exists, but it doesn't seem as mainstream.
Wrestling.
Yeah, it's UFC's probably overtaken as the more mainstream thing to get into.
Yeah, because even I've seen quite a few of those matches.
Yeah, I'm not getting much at all off that.
You gotta put more on.
Yeah, I put quite a bit on. It's just it's good, but it's
Getting there.
it's
It'll
barely
ease
it's,
into
it's
it.
barely hot
It's
sauce.
not that hot. It's hot in the back.
Tablespoon.
Garlicky.
My favorite toys were Man from Uncle toys. So
Like spy stuff.
yeah. So there's a radio that turns into a machine gun.
I
Everything converted from one thing to another.
wonder if you still had those new in the box, how much those things go for.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
I loved spy stuff when I was a kid too.
You did?
Oh, yes.
How do I not know
I had
that?
motion sensors. I had, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Lil-
I remember that.
Lily and I would be in the treehouse and we would just like watch people walking by on the sidewalk and take notes about them and pretend we were spies.
Wow.
Yeah, I guess I got that from you. All right, James.
I had a briefcase that I took to elementary school, and full of spy stuff, and I would my best friend was Victor Nowlin, and I would walk past him and transfer the case without anybody noticing.
That's awesome.
Nice.
Oh, that's so great. Oh, I love. Did he know you were doing it ahead of time?
Oh yeah. yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if it
Then,
was just.
then we'd turn around and do it the other way.
That's great.
Mhm.
Did anybody catch you?
Nobody cared.
Oh man.
About you, James? Toy?
I mean, imagine a fourth grader carrying a briefcase. Shouldn't that have attracted attention?
Did you
I
wear
actually
the
carried one to
glasses?
school in third grade, but it was full of a different little collection of toys. We would trade them. They're these little they're called muscle men, and they're weird, like different shapes and just weird little people, little rubber people. But there's like hundreds of them, and so you'd collect them, and they'd be like these. It's almost like Pokemon is now or something, but there was no game to it. But so I would always make these deals on the playground where I would trade, two of this for three of this, one of that. And like after like a few weeks, I had like everyone's toy. Like I was just collecting all of them.
You hustled everyone.
Yeah.
That's awesome. When I was younger, this was my favorite toy. I did a readout here and looked it up. So this is a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles like pizza shooter tank. I remember like just loving that so much.
Wow.
You like drive it around and you hit the button and it must have had batteries or something because it shot the pizzas like unsafely far and fast. So, I remember having a ton of fun with that one. But yeah, I love spy stuff for sure, especially as I got older and was like sneaking out of the house and stuff. So
How many total hot sauces are we doing?
I have 8.
8?
That's a good question. Yeah, maybe we should have checked in about that.
I also have 8, but I also have like 10 more in the garage. So
All right. I've got 7 plus my spicy kraut. So I'm gonna throw in my spicy kraut now, and then I'll be on pace with you guys.
All right,
That
excellent.
worked out
Heidi,
great.
did we hear about your favorite toys?
Well, I was gonna say the neighbor's pond next door because I used to make witch's brew in it. But then when you said spying, I remembered I had several happy spy pursuits. I had a little Fisher Price tape recorder that I used to hide under the couch cushion. So when my sister was playing with her friends and singing songs where I thought they were cool, I could record them and then embarrass them later.
that's awesome.
I had a
That's
few
my
tape
time.
recorders that were beloved, cross between a toy and a tool.
All right. So the spicy kraut, Oli kraut, raw sauerkraut, spicy garlic. It's got a bunch of stuff in it: garlic, onion, cabbage, carrot, daikon, ginger, chili flakes. Stuff is
It
delicious.
is really good.
It
It's
is
very strong.
so good. And after a few bites of it, it's got some decent kick to it. Like I definitely have to tap out if I try to go too far on this stuff.
Nice.
And I have some kimchi
Blueberries.
from the Korean chicken place.
Ooh, nice. I'll
Enough.
try that.
Nice.
Is that enough on there?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you got up there, Reed?
I've got a 28,000 Scoville unit ghost pepper and blueberry sauce that Savannah gave me for Christmas.
My mom actually did.
Oh, she did. Okay. 4 out of 5 peppers.
Wow.
That's right.
I did buy him some hot sauce for Christmas.
Yeah,
so-
the last one I did was from Savannah. So this is dive into this deep and fiery ghost peppers, cracked black pepper, and delicious blueberries. It's time to step up your hot sauce game.
It smells.
Have you
very hot, but-
tried that one yet, Reed?
No, this is my first
Ooh,
time,
exciting.
Ooh.
and it
Debut.
smells
Maiden
it
voyage.
smells strong.
What do you got,
Very
James?
To keep your guys' international theme going, I have I guess it's pretty hard to see. It's called Heartbeat Hot Sauce, and this is their lion's mane piri piri.
Ooh.
I don't actually know what that means, but it's got mushrooms and habaneros, and it's too dark in here to read the rest of the ingredients, but it's
I've
from
seen
Canada, so it's
I've
international.
seen
There
piri
we go.
piri marinades at World Market. I think
Cool,
it's
yeah. I can definitely like smell the mushroom earthiness, which is cool. So I'm really excited for this one. I have had it before and I love it. So diving in.
Okay.
All right. Looks like
Huh.
it's time.
I just saw piri piri last week too, but I don't remember where. These are big pieces of cabbage.
It's African.
Kimchi is usually pretty chunky. This
This
stuff
is
is so
hot.
good.
This is not very hot.
Everybody
Okay.
says good.
20,000 still
Yeah,
not.
mine's pretty medium.
Mine's not that hot. Mine's a step backwards.
Wow.
Okay. Well, this next question shouldn't be hard then because you're not suffering. Okay. Assuming you've put enough away to be set for life, put in savings, blah, blah. What's the first thing or couple things you would spend on lottery winnings? I'm talking, $900 million.
Hmm.
That's tough.
Yeah. I mean, like we're talking like house kind of purchases or
Yeah, totally.
yeah, I mean, well, probably the first, I would start looking, but then I wouldn't buy anything because the first place my brain went would be like a nice hot tub, but I wouldn't buy that until I had the house. So then I was like, I got to buy the house.
But you could make all your decisions in the hot tub you own now.
yeah, just, yeah.
Or we could say top priority.
Yeah.
like
I mean, I
what's
think
most
I would
important
look
you
for
to
a cool
buy.
house, travel. Like those are the two things. And if people didn't know I won, I would pull some epic pranks. Like I would pull some epic pranks on people using my money while they didn't know that I was rich as shit. And just, I don't know what they'd be exactly now, but you would be able to do like so much cool stuff and coordinate so many cool things. And so I'd make all sorts of freaky stuff happen for quite a while until I'd be like, okay, yeah, I'm rich as shit. I've been messing with you guys.
All right.
Thanks. That's kind of a unique splurge.
I would love to be on the receiving end of a multi-million-dollar Eric prank.
Oh yeah, it would be epic.
That would
Yeah,
be good.
I can't even imagine.
I would get a jet and a pilot.
Ooh, and then the
Nice.
traveling's built into there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah, so for me, it's definitely like I would want experiences less than stuff. I think stuff would be pretty easy to like, oh, kind of whatever you want, you just kind of grab it. But for me, I'd want to see places. I'd want to see the world. I mean, I know 100% with where my life path is going, I won't be able to see a ton of stuff that I watch in documentaries or read articles about or whatever. So yeah, I'd want to experience more cool shit all over the world.
So maybe you'd hire a personal travel agent to just arrange all your upcoming trips.
Yeah, I'd want to experience it, not as like a VIP though. You know what I'm saying?
True, but when you're a 900 millionaire, you don't want to be bothered with booking your flights on my dad's private jet. You want her to do it.
True.
All right, next round.
Wait,
Yeah, what's the
Oh,
next?
sorry. I keep forgetting. I'm used to fewer guests on my podcast.
It's not a necessarily huge ticket item, but my first thought was really great stereo speakers. I'm a music person, and that's something I've always wanted, but I don't spend that much money on. But I listen to so much music. I think incredible stereo.
Yeah, I'd want a bunch of cool instruments and music lessons.
Ooh, nice. Oh, and you could hire the best of the best.
Mhm.
Now, Heidi,
Eric Clapton.
could you see yourself being someone who gets a whole like integrated, like, you know, speakers in every room type of situation? Or do you like the, you know, seeing your sound system sitting on an entertainment center or something? Or do you want, you know,
I probably want all of it. Because I would want something mobile
You've earned it.
if I'm gardening. When
right?
I-
You got a speaker outside.
Or like a drone that just follows you around with the speaker.
I hate drones. I hate drones.
I know.
There's been a drone over my head in my yard before.
Okay, how about a donkey
What?
that's got it and follows you around?
Yeah, well, I gotta tell you
A
what I did
turkey?
because it's really embarrassing. So
Oh,
the
donkey.
the drone sounded like a really giant wasp, is what it sounded like. And I was gardening, and I get bees in my pants and stuff, and so I literally start dancing around and freaking out because I think there's a wasp in my pants.
The
And I'm
people
like,
who have the video
peeling
of the
my
drone are
clothes
probably
off.
cracking up.
Yes. So these people with the drone over my own freaking yard, they were lucky I was wearing any clothes. And
Yeah, what an
Yeah.
invasion of privacy.
I know, I was acting like an idiot. And then I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah, they got some good footage, so I'm sure they were thankful they came over to you.
No expensive drones on my list.
Hey, Liv chimed in and said she's didn't like my answer because it didn't include buying us a house.
That's a given.
Yeah, house is a main one for me for sure. Yeah, my dream house.
All right,
On a lake, preferably.
next round. I'm going with Iggy's Alive and Cultured Raw Fermented Habanero Hot Sauce, which I've had a ton of this. It's very good. It's raw and probiotic, blah, blah, blah. Small farm, slow fermented for about 6 weeks. Sublime floral qualities. So yeah, this is delicious. And this is starting to get into that realm of if I put it on a little too much, which I did, I'm about to take too much here, it hurts. So good.
Where do you get that, Eric?
PCC. They have 2 different fermented hot sauces in their cooler.
Yeah.
I've had this one before, and then pretty soon you will be introduced to the other one, which I haven't even tried yet.
Ooh.
Savannah,
You guys, oh, go ahead.
you want to do this one, and then maybe like next time I can do my questions?
Sure. Yeah.
You might have to kind of do the hot sauce one at a time for mine, or the effects are going to wear off on one person at a
I
time.
think
So
towards
do
the
you
end, the
so you're
effects
gonna-
aren't going to wear off.
Kind of exciting.
You'll take over from the end. Should I pick I had like a favorite question I was saving.
You can
Should
do
I
a
use
few
that for
more.
next?
I don't know if I have quite that many.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'll save it for when you guys are really suffering.
I have another Clark and Hopkins sauce.
Another one for me. It was like a 5-pack of
Yeah, we're good.
international.
This is called Assam, which is a state in India where ghost peppers grow.
Nice.
And this has been on Hot Ones before. I think it was number 5 at some point.
Okay.
Yeah, it's got tamarind, hot primo peppers, garlic, onion, tomatoes, vinegar, apple cider vinegar.
Did you guys already say the Scoville units on that one?
We did not.
Black
Thank you for
mustard.
that. 55,000.
Okay, getting up there.
About almost twice what the last one was, which was pretty tasty and boring.
So I'm rocking a wing sauce from our favorite wing joint in Portland called
Ooh.
Fire on the Mountain.
Nice.
This is the spicy peanut sauce, and I believe it's still in like the medium category, but it is very, very tasty. One of my favorite sauces, and I was really excited to see that they bottled it and sold it up here. So
Do you have Scoville units on it?
Nice.
I don't. There's no way it's that hot though.
Okay.
My next one is where I take the real big jump.
How
Good
how
job.
many total different hot sauces do you own, James?
Do I own right
Yeah, like
now?
how many bottles do you have in your house right now?
So there's 8 here, probably 4 more inside, and then like 8 more, probably 20.
And they're all refrigerated?
If they're unopened, I refrigerate them just in case. They don't need to be unless they're
You got a lot of
fermented
refrigerator
ones.
room for your hot sauces there.
Yeah, I have a mini fridge in our garage.
Oh, okay.
Oh, nice. Mini
Where
fridge.
a lot of them
hot
got
sauce.
banished too.
All right, this is gonna kick my butt. We ready?
Let's do it.
All right. So, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I would like to hear your, and they don't have to go super well together, but just your perfect day of favorite meals.
That's a good question.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's good. All right.
But I'll let you,
French
Absorb.
toast for breakfast.
love.
Okay.
Sushi for lunch.
Yep.
Really good pizza for dinner.
Sounds good.
Ooh, that sounds like a great day of food.
Yep.
Heidi, you look like you're struggling back there.
It's hot, but I'm good.
All right.
I'm fluent.
What would your meals be?
Mine would be. I couldn't eat 3 big meals. I would probably have coffee.
Well, no, I couldn't eat that stuff either, but just pick your like good meal.
Coffee for breakfast.
yeah.
You're not actually
Oh,
planning on
I don't
that.
have to.
Yeah,
eat
yeah.
all
No,
on
no.
one day.
Your stomach resets after each meal.
Okay. Okay. Breakfast, I would like a really beautiful kind of a little bit like a eggs hollandaise, but also with the veggies like Brussels sprouts mixed in with the lemony creamy sauce all over the top, an egg, and then the potatoes
Fancy.
Oh Jesus.
with really good coffee
great.
and fresh squeezed orange juice. It's my favorite.
So good.
So good. I would probably want Sisters and Brothers Nashville hot chicken with fries or fried green tomatoes for lunch. It's incredible.
And do they? I assume that's like a restaurant called Nashville Hot Chicken, but it's up here, or where is it?
It's called Sisters and Brothers.
Oh, it is.
and-
So it is in Nashville, or no, it's Nashville style hot chicken.
Nashville, exactly. Yep, Nashville style. Yeah, but they have Seattle hot. But I get the Nashville hot.
It's
And then
Nice.
there's
Hot.
and then there's the like
Hot.
insane or something, which my sister-in-law, who's Chinese and they eat a lot of spicy food, she got that and she ate it pretty good. She acted cool, but we could see the perspiration, the tears, the redness.
I couldn't
you know.
handle the no spice chicken they had. It was that spicy.
Wow.
Wow, that's less than the Seattle
Just
one, or is that the
being
Seattle
cooked
one?
in the same room as it. Got it.
Mhm, yeah.
Yeah, it was regular chicken.
Where's the store located?
It is in kind of Inner Bay, so between Queen Anne and Magnolia down there.
Yeah.
All right.
It
Nice.
used to be in Georgetown, right at the north end of Airport Way, in like a little gritty area. It's a tiny little dive bar. They play like heavy metal and have like what do they have? They have like kitschy stuff all over the wall
Oh,
from
fun.
the 80s, you know. So
yeah, it's a cool
it's
spot.
It's a whole experience.
Monica, you should have some of this song. It's a nice spice level,
Yeah.
not painful at all.
Okay.
then
And
for-
while you're up,
Gosh,
we'll need a few
only
more
one more
wings.
meal. For dinner, I would probably have some incredible dessert, like some tiramisu or maybe French food.
Because you can always have the tiramisu for dessert. I didn't say dessert, but that's totally.
Yeah, I
part
might
of
have
it.
some really good French food. Basically, all French food is incredible.
Ooh. Okay, this might be a silly question, but what's like standard French food?
It's just really flavorful. So it could, you know, whether it's meat
Often
or
rich.
potatoes or vegetables
Duck.
or soup, like literally, I don't know. It's kind of your basic European suite of flavors, but they just do it really well. It's very flavorful, but it's not a ton of any one thing. I don't feel like. Nice. You
Nice.
should go. It's very good. It's very appealing. We recommend Lulé downtown.
Oh, I love that place.
Oh, I've heard of it.
So good.
I'll have to try it because
You should. I think you'd like it.
cool. It sounds good. Rich
Awesome.
flavors. Yeah, I'm in.
All right, about you, Reed? What are your go-to meals there?
Oh, I would probably have eggs Benedict maybe for breakfast, and for lunch BLT. Oh, thank you, love.
Ooh, I had a BLT yesterday.
give this back?
Can I have
With avocado on it. So
Oh, that's a good idea.
The black.
yeah, yeah,
That sounds
and
wonderful.
then And then yeah, good pizza with ice cream for
Huh?
or maybe ice cream sandwich with good chocolate chip cookies outside.
Oh,
That's for you.
yum.
What do
you-
That's
the one
the.
he
This is the
wanted
one
me
he.
to
That's
try.
what I was trying to signal to you.
Oh.
That's not the one he wants you to try. Yeah.
Have I ruined the podcast?
Not at all. You're now a part of it.
Okay.
Reed, what kind of ice cream do you like?
You know, when I was in high school, my favorite at 31
Yep,
flavors
yep.
was Jamocha almond fudge
Yeah.
until
it.
I found out that it was coffee flavored. And so strange. So now I like a pistachio chocolate chip.
Yeah, I like 31
Yeah.
flavors too. I'm a fan.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, right by grandma's house, right by us, it was always there. And after every band concert, that was just a weird tradition at my junior high. Everyone went to Baskin Robbins and there'd be a line out the door, but it was kind of this extra socialization time after the concert. But yeah, they went out of business. I mean, not Baskin Robbins, but that franchise over.
I know a lot of them did.
Yeah, there's not too many of those around anymore, I feel like.
I
I
used
know, like, what changed with like society that we used to, give them enough business that they stayed open and now they're not.
I wonder if it's more just like franchise fees and stuff, because I've seen some that just convert into like a non-name brand one. So it's almost like the franchisee, whatever, owner was like, screw you, I'm not going to pay you your fees. I'll just call it something else. And people are still going to buy their damn ice cream. So it might have been kind of the way they handle their business, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
And also, I think people go to like fancier ice cream places now, like the kind of places in Seattle that
Gelato.
Heidi and the
Yeah,
girls go to.
Salt
Is,
and straw, Molly Moons type
yeah,
of
with all their
stuff.
disgusting flavors.
Molly
Even Cold Stone. I prefer Cold
Cold
Stone
Stone
to
is
Baskin
good.
Robbins.
Yeah, I think people just kind of expect fancy. If you just want Baskin Robbins kind of ice cream, then you just go to the store and buy it.
Cold Stone's all about the sugar toppings. I don't
Sugar
think their
toppings
ice
are good.
Yeah. Yeah, where's the
When
bad
I
part
was
of
a
that?
kid, I loved daiquiri ice at Baskin
Tasty.
Robbins, and then when I was older and realized what a daiquiri was, I was like, oh my goodness.
All right, James, how about you and your meals for that day?
Yeah, so for me, I'm really, really like whatever's I'm in the mood for. So there's no like perfect day for me, but I do want to you guys hit a lot of my favorite foods for sure with like a really good fresh sandwich or a really good pizza. I mean, my favorite meal I've ever had was when Levi and I lived in Portland and we went out for pizza. So, I mean, it was like a really nice pizza place and not like pretentious nice. Well, they were pretentious, but it was
Take that back.
focused on how good the food was, And then breakfast, I don't really eat breakfast, so I'm kind of on the Heidi coffee for breakfast train, but I do really like a good breakfast burrito, especially when we get some hot sauce in there, right? So
Okay, I have questions that are personalized to specific people. So, should we just like all of you are gonna go at once and then it'll just kind of wear off, or do like one of you want to go?
Oh, Da Bomb will. My dad's gonna be having Da Bomb, so he can go last, and he can eat at the same time as the first person, and he'll still be crying when it's his time to answer his question.
Or
Bomb.
I have an idea. We could answer for the person and then they go last. And give
Like,
us
guess their
real
answer?
Yeah.
Yeah, and we could also do it where when we get to our final sauce, our hottest sauce, we do it one at a time. So Reed takes his sauce, answers his question, and I take my
sure.
sauce,
I like that
answer a
idea.
question. So we just put the spotlight on one person.
Yeah.
On
So
that last
Morgan,
one.
do you want to save like one of each of your questions for each person for the very last one? And
Very last
I just have one more question to go, so I can go whenever.
Sure.
All right. So my next round, organic harvest, habanero pepper sauce from Arizona Peppers. Nothing super exciting here. Yeah. This one's kind of a boring one. But habanero.
Cool.
Da Bomb is habanero.
Is that what you're doing next?
Yeah, he has three
That's
that are
my-
hotter
my
than
number
this.
Oh
one.
my
number
God. Reed.
Yeah.
Yes.
135,
600.
600.
Yeah, so once again, this time it's over double from the last
Wow.
one.
Okay, Savannah, I can go next. I have one that can be general for everybody.
Great. Okay, cool.
What are you bringing out this round, James?
So I have just quick side note. I have Da Bomb Revolution, I believe.
Oh, I've
It's
never
the-
heard of it.
So it's the one they made after Da Bomb that is, I think, returning from the brink of sanity, but it's the same heat level. Because Da Bomb is
That's
beyond
great.
insanity. That's the
Yes,
full title. Beyond. And so we came back from the brink in that one, but it's the same heat level. But that one's my next one. So I'm doing.
Great.
Eric, I think you had one of these same guys, Torchbearer.
Yes, that's my finale Carolina Reaper one.
Nice, yeah. So this one is a ghost pepper by them, and it's I think my favorite of when we're now in the extra hot territory. It's my favorite of the extra hots in terms of pepper. But there's some I haven't tried.
And James's has also been on Hot Ones.
All right, here we
Yes.
go.
Okay, if you could have one of those big ad billboards on the side of the road, like by the freeway where everybody's going to see it, what would it say? Or what would the picture be?
Ooh. It's a fun question.
That is fun.
I need more of this on here.
Yeah, I don't have an easy answer for that.
What do you want the whole world? Well, not the whole world, but a bunch of people to see.
The first thing that popped in my head is like some very specific message. Like pick a name that's likely at least a few people have the name, you know, Steve Johnson. If you're reading this and like some, but I don't know what it like some like very particular message.
Yeah, if you're reading this, like it's go time or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, or just some cryptic thing, you know, coming soon, like something that's gonna like build this intrigue for something that doesn't exist.
Yeah. Those
I
are
like
good.
that.
Those are
Yeah, but I would have to work on the like details of it. Is that the one we just did?
Well, I put on 5 drops on one bite.
I put on like a bucket. It's not that hot. Ooh, Heidi's gonna
Are
be
you
hurting
doing
on the
James?
last rounds because this one's not that bad.
I think I would go lowbrow / adorable and choose a picture of Morgan. There's this really, I'm gonna embarrass Morgan. When she was like 1, and you know, we did the infant potty training thing. So she wore these itty bitty underpants that were so cute. And there's the cutest picture of her standing in front of the garden. And it's a backside shot
No, you can't put that on the billboard.
with her little, and all she's wearing is her like sandals. And then her little baby underpants. She's only 12 months old. It's like younger than Athena.
Yeah.
Little baby underpants, and one of them's completely like in her butt. So you see one little butt cheek. It's so cute. I don't
cute
know.
to
You don't put it
caption
on
that.
a billboard.
But it would make people so happy.
No, it would be creepy.
I didn't know you could infant potty train, so you learn something new every day.
Yeah, well, my mother-in-law said, Heidi, I saw the craziest thing on Oprah. I think you'd like it.
Okay.
And that's how
Yeah.
I got into it.
Priest introduced it to them.
Yeah, isn't that funny?
You see
She
the
made
sweat
me-
running
she
down
made
me.
the most crunchy I've ever been.
Oh my gosh, yes. We got sweat droplets.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Tears
nice.
and
Official.
sweat.
I
Yeah.
mean, this one is the one that really makes people cry on Hot Ones. So
It's horrible.
I
But
know.
you have
Honestly, it's
hotter.
horrible.
Three
You have
hotters.
hotter coming than that, Reed.
3 hotters.
I think we need to jump to where they're at. If we have this one, I want to try it. We should be where they are.
But then what happens when they're above us?
We just do more drops.
Eat
You can
more.
do whatever you want. I'm going in order of spices. You can chug that stuff for all I care. I'm starting to feel. I'm definitely where I'm feeling it.
I don't
for
know
sure.
about this
Guys.
waiting
Oh,
on a
thank you.
curve.
Yeah, well, we have to buy way spicier stuff if you want to keep up with these fools.
I'm talking this one, Torchbearer.
I admire you
That's
for
my
trying,
hottest.
Eric.
James, billboard.
Oh yeah, my initial reaction was just a super ambiguous quote, and my favorite one is it's a Led Zeppelin lyric, and all it says is, "The mighty arms of Atlas hold the heavens from the earth." So I would just put that on a billboard, so people would go by, and either they'd get it as like a Led Zeppelin reference, or they'd be like, "The fuck does that even mean, man?"
Either way, it's a win.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that.
Nice choice.
I
Reed?
think I would put a joke on there. It would say something like, if you lived here, you'd be home now and you'd be really exposed to the weather.
That's good.
That is good.
Savannah.
Oh gosh, I didn't come up with an answer for this. I didn't know I was gonna be asked. I think I would just say if it was like on the highway, I think it would say keep right except to pass. I hate people who camp out in the left lane.
I will
Nice.
chip in for that one.
Sometimes
Heidi's one of the worst offenders of that.
I'm not the worst.
She hates the right lane. She's always in the left lane with 8 cars right behind her.
Statistically, the right lane is the least safe.
RCW 1031 100. All right. Now, organic fermented hot sauce with a cool little monster on it.
It's so cute.
This one's new for you, right?
This one's
Hey.
new. I've not had it yet. This is from PCC. Handcrafted in small batches. Little orange monster made in Washington State. I am spicy hot, super flavorful, and bold enough to satisfy the most demanding spice tooth. But don't worry, I'm all heart and will only burn in the best way. Since I'm a raw fermented food, your gut will thank you for. My gut's not going to thank me for any of this shit tomorrow.
How many more sauces do we have left?
3, right?
3.
Yeah, including this one 3.
Wait, I have a follow-up question for Savannah. Are you a left lane driver? I wouldn't have guessed it.
Yes. Oh yeah, a lot of people don't like my
Oh.
driving. Yeah, I am.
Have you gotten speeding tickets?
Never. Yeah, me and Suzanne like driving together because I think other people don't like driving with us as much.
I love to drive.
We've
fast,
coughed loudly
but
after that.
Try not to.
Eric, since you're aware of traffic laws, you know about the new bicycle stop sign law, right?
No.
Stop signs are
Oh
in
yeah.
in Washington
that.
State, a stop sign is a yield sign to a bicyclist.
Oh, wow. Interesting.
Oh, good to
Outside.
know.
I think makes sense.
I think that totally makes sense.
Yep.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Since we've been doing it that way anyway.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah,
You
it's time
count
to.
to 3 when you
make it legal.
stop in your bike.
Nope.
All right, what sauces do we got?
Oh God.
Oh yeah, this is gonna hurt. Do you want to tell them
This
the
is
Scovilles?
Dave's Ghost Pepper, 180,000.
Ooh. Yeah, see, that's a little bit above our hottest that we even have here.
I can't
Oh.
find the Scoville on mine, but I believe it's the same as the bomb.
Oh, nice. Oh, right. This is the approaching insanity or coming back from insanity.
It's the evolution.
All
It's
right.
like France, but different.
Okay, Morgan, would you like to ask questions this round or do you want me to ask my last
I'll
one?
do one.
Awesome. Ooh, that's a nice red sauce too.
Ugh,
Oh yeah.
it's Yeah.
All right.
That's crazy.
While you're chewing, think about if you could be doing anything right now, anywhere, eating anything, what would you be doing? And what would you be eating
You mean besides this, right?
besides this?
'Cause
I'd be in Vegas having sushi.
Yes. Love that answer.
Mm.
Easy answer. Wow, that's not even spicy at all.
I feel
No,
like
this one's not spicy. This is kind of a dead.
Yeah, Morgan, you should try that.
I might have to just be cliche and say I'd be in Rome eating pizza because it really is the best pizza I've had.
Oh, that's not cliche at all. That's a great answer.
It was so good. They made it in these long, narrow, like sections, and you would just buy it from like a window in a cool building, and they'd go whack whack and slap it together and wrap it with paper, and you eat it like a sandwich walking down the street.
wow.
Oh, that's the best.
I feel like if I was you guys, I would be saying I'd be laying in an ice pool eating icy yogurt.
But we'll pretend this moment didn't happen if they were being transported. So
What a
I'll live
dud.
with it.
Yeah, I would take ice cream.
Ice cream.
Ice cream.
Where would you be eating it?
With my lovely wife, while somebody else is watching and seeing it.
Oh, good answer. That's good.
I would be on the west coast of Turkey in one of those cute little fishing villages,
Ooh.
Eating
That's good.
eating whatever they
fresh
they
fish.
recommend.
Probably
Yeah,
off the boat.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
some nice-
I like that.
yeah.
That's
Oh,
a
yeah.
great answer. Great.
I've never been to Turkey, so that's why I like
Yeah.
newness.
He's
That's really
sweating a lot.
My neck is sweating.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyone not answer? I'm not keeping track.
We're good.
All right.
Savannah, you do the next question.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Oh Brothers, which has got a few good flavors.
Oh my God.
Is that
He
a
just
dead-
read his Scoville
That's
unit.
a dead what? What is that?
This is a donkey.
That's a
Oh,
great
pepper.
picture. I like that.
Okay.
That's a good
Oh Brothers
angle.
habanero pepper sauce. Says some stuff. Read.
Burn after eating.
I have that one.
And would you like to tell them how many?
669,000.
Oh shit, read.
So we're tripling.
And as we do this, I always bring this up, but I want to put it in context. What I got put in my directly in my eyeballs and my mouth and all of my body was a little over 5 million. So picture taking that entire bottle 10 times worse and just dumping it with your eyes open in your mouth all over you. That's the pain. It was unlike anything else.
And is there an antidote? Do they dump milk on you afterwards?
Nope, they just leave you to die.
You go home to your wife and bellyache and roll around for like 20
Yeah, I filled up the bathtub and I would just dunk my face in it till I was about to pass out, and I take it out and then I dunk it again and just lay on the couch, and like just any breeze would just kill. It was awful.
That sounds awful.
And that's why you don't carry pepper spray.
Yep.
Yes.
But you
That
have-
story is why I would
Thanks,
never
love.
have it for self-defense.
Yeah, I took a whole face full of it once at work with this big old, we have these like giant packs for like crowd control, and I was in the middle of this big fight. And these two kids is like high school kids. These two kids were about to fight, but the crowd was huge. And all the cops were on the outside. And at the time I had a really good rapport with all the little gangsters up there. And so I just pushed right down the middle, got to the two guys and started talking to them. And I was talking them down, getting it de-escalated. We're all good to go. And all of a sudden this other cop just starts spraying. He's like, from me to Morgan, hits me right in the face with this cloud. And now I'm in the middle of like 100 angry teenage guys who are mad at the cops. I'm wearing a uniform and I can't see anything. I literally can't open my eyes.
Wow. How did you just like feel like get away from the
Yeah,
center of
one
it?
of my buddies was able to get me into a car, shut the car door, and I just sat there with my eyes closed in the car door, which still is a creepy ass feeling, but
Oh, I bet.
I just sat there, and then once it kind of calmed down, I just dumped water bottle after water bottle after water bottle to at least see enough. And someone had to drive. I couldn't drive for hours, and it was bad.
Yeah, I really can't fathom what that pain feels like. Either, from your training when it was really
way.
bad, and from that.
Just turn your stove all the way on and just put your face on it and just hold it there for an hour.
Now, if you're on meth, are you impervious to that sort of pain?
Yeah, I mean, different drugs. The PCP is the one.
PCP.
God, yeah, I've seen people get broken bones on PCP. Saw a guy just get shot up where he had like chunks out of his body. Just nothing, just no pain whatsoever. That's the scariest one.
Wow, that's crazy.
What are you rocking this round, James?
Is this the last round?
No. This is the
Second to
penultimate
last.
round.
Penultimate.
Nice.
Oh, the last
Last dab.
Last dab.
Good. You
And
got a
it's not
hotter
your
one
last.
than that?
Yeah, because we're doing XXX last dab as the last one.
Oh, nice. Yeah. I won't spoil it. I do have something hotter.
Okay.
But yeah, this one is the Reaper edition. So I think that's one before the one you guys have, I think.
Okay.
Okay.
Will you have that?
As a plant person, I'm dying to know where all these peppers were actually grown for all these bottles.
Well, you know, in order to
Puckerbutt
make
Oh my
peppers.
God, be careful.
these ridiculously hot ones, they actually add chemistry. It's not
Oh,
just
they do?
Yeah.
Last dab does not though.
Oh, really?
But that's
Yeah,
not.
there's no extract.
Yeah, this one has where's the extract in here? I can't.
I know it's always so
All
tough.
right.
isn't it?
That's so interesting. I didn't know
Ginger.
that.
We doing it?
Ginger extract.
Oh, okay. So there's no capsaicin.
I'll look again. All right, he's
How much?
dabbing.
How much should I put on?
Not too much, please. That smelled like
Here.
deadly.
Reed, can you see how much I put on?
Show me what you got.
It's kind of hard to see in my horrible lighting. So it's probably like
Oh.
Teaspoon?
I would
Whoa.
say, is that a teaspoon of
Half a
salt, please?
teaspoon?
A little more, I think.
That looks like more than a teaspoon
Yeah.
to me.
It's a good
I-
chunk.
I'm not
Yikes,
doing
Dad.
that.
All right, that seems like enough.
All
It's a
right. I
healthy
got,
coating on a half of inch, and I'm concerned.
I'll show you
Oh, boy.
what this looks like.
It looks bad.
It's like a quarter teaspoon, I would. I would
Oh,
say.
but it just smells so strong.
Oh yeah, as soon as I poured it, my nose started hurting.
Yeah. Okay. Have we,
All right.
have we bitten yet?
I already hit it. Yeah.
Oh,
Not
okay.
very
So
hot.
my
Good.
question, I want 2 names as an answer. I want to know
Here we go.
who would you like to play you in a comedy about your life
Oh,
and a
great
drama?
question.
Thank you.
Great question.
Thank you.
I think Jason Sudeikis.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. You might recognize him. That's the comedy, obviously.
Yeah, that's great for you.
And then I think Jake Gyllenhaal. He'd have to, put a little gray in his beard, age a little bit, or he could play me younger. He could play me when I first became a cop. Yeah, Jake Gyllenhaal would be the like dramatic version.
Love that. Great answers. How are you guys doing, James and Dad?
I'm
Hanging
doing
in.
surprisingly well. I
Good.
Yeah.
I thought I'd be hurting way more right now.
I know. I think we've killed a lot of taste buds.
I think so. Yeah,
One
I would-
time when we go out to Labor Day and Memorial Day, I'll bring my can of pepper spray and you guys can just spray that right on away.
Thank you.
Wait.
Thank you. That sounds great.
Who's the guardian of the galaxy, dude?
Chris Pratt.
Chris Pratt?
Yeah.
Oh, Chris Pratt could totally play a younger you. That's perfect. I
Uh-huh.
love that.
I was thinking an older read.
The goofiness.
The
I know. I
older
didn't
Reed's
mean to
gotta be
say
John
younger, That was
Malkovich.
rude.
Oh.
But yeah, the
interesting.
goofiness. That's
Yeah,
a great pair.
And for the drama,
Oh, it's gotta be Malkovich.
John Voight. Oh,
Yeah, I can see John Boy, but I see you as Malkovich more.
okay, Malkovich. Love it.
Oh yeah, I see you more as John Voight is too old for you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well-
He could play, if
Plus
we
there's-
make this movie 20 years from now, he now wait, that doesn't make any sense.
There's that like sinister edge to you that I think Malkovich could hit there,
He
You
can do
never
it
know, it's
all.
like right under the surface.
Oh, I love this casting. Great. All right, James, what do we think?
Oh man.
I know it's
so
hard to answer
for-
on the spot.
For the drama, Gary Oldman, not because I think he looks
Oh,
like
yeah.
me or anything, but I just want his range to represent
He could look
all
like
my
you.
life
Yeah, no,
experience.
I like
by
it.
the time I'm at a drama. Time where a drama would be interesting if it was about my life, right?
Very good choice.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Solid.
thank you. As far as comedy, this is gonna sound ridiculous, but I'm rolling with it. I would want Arnold Schwarzenegger to play me, not because we look anything alike, but because I love his terrible jokes. Like I love the dumb jokes, like the puns
Okay.
and stuff that he makes.
Okay.
And
If
so
you,
I would really like that representing me, like with a dry sense of humor.
yes. Okay. If you love Arnold Schwarzenegger, have you seen Jingle All the Way?
Of course.
That's one of mine and Madison's
so good.
favorites.
What
Yeah,
about
'cause I watched it as a
Last
kid
Action
when it
Hero?
came out. Yeah, great.
Oh
show.
yeah, I haven't seen it since I watched it probably when it came out, but when I was a kid, I freaking loved
Doesn't
it.
hold up very well, but it's great.
Yeah, it's what I guess, and so I'm not gonna rewatch it. But at the time, it's like the perfect like. Wow, it really hurts when I talk. If I just sit here quiet, it's not too bad. But as I talk, my tongue's.
It's the breathing. I think the air.
Yeah, I'm gonna
exposure
not
is
breathe.
More...
You have your nose for that.
Who are you casting? Heidi?
Yeah, Heidi, I want to hear your answer.
Mine's a cheater answer because I don't really identify with actors very much. But I, for some reason, have, when you said that, it jumped into my mind that I would love to see Obama and Barack and Michelle play me, like taking turns. Like I want a non-actor to like try to deadpan and or pretend to be me, like somebody I really admire.
Okay, that's the craziest answer
Yeah.
we've had today by far.
It'd
So-
be great to see Obama play you though, and Michelle. They'd both be really
Yeah,
good.
Jake Gyllenhaal is me. Obama is you.
So are you picturing like halfway through the movie, all of a sudden it goes from
Like
Michelle
that Bob
to-
Dylan biopic where they had
Yeah,
like
that's
little
what I was
people
thinking of
just
that.
without explaining it.
Yeah,
What's the
it's
name of that
on
thing?
the mood. Yeah,
Be-
like
was
if
it
it was
Being There? Yeah, that
gardening,
was a good
it'd be Barack.
Something like that.
That thing's like 3.5 hours long. I saw that on
Oh
Netflix.
my god, that's a great.
I didn't
answer.
watch it, but I saw it.
Wow,
Heidi,
child-
unexpected answer.
I think I was
thought
thinking
Arnold Schwarzenegger was
Play
bold.
me?
ScarJo
No
could
actor.
play Heidi.
Oh
That's a
yeah.
good one.
Who?
That's a good one.
Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah.
She'd be a good Heidi, I think.
People used to tell me I looked like the woman from the Terminator.
Yeah,
What's her name?
Ooh,
Linda Hamilton.
Linda
And
Hamilton.
was it Laura Tierney or whatever from ER?
Something like
Yeah, a
that.
lot of people gave you that.
I got Brad Pitt all the
Yeah.
time.
Okay, last round.
All right, last round.
Newsroom.
Are we going one at a time for the questions from Morgan?
We can, or you can just somebody's just gonna have.
You
one
have 3
figure
more?
out.
1 million
No,
plus.
let's go round
2
robin.
million plus.
All
Say
right.
52.
Okay.
That was wrong.
The kind
Wait,
of.
no, you gotta wait till
Oh, we gotta do
wait till it
it.
starts to affect them. So Reed, you can go first.
So
Last dab, triple X.
Okay.
yep.
They say 2 million plus, I believe.
That's what I
Dude.
just Googled last
Dude,
dab. And that's what
crazy.
it said. Yep.
All
D-
right.
How much do I put on?
All of it.
Just
2
like a little
teaspoons.
bit.
Yeah, I wouldn't no less than what you did the previous round, I'd say.
I'm
Yeah, no
doing
less.
more.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm
you're supposed to do
doing
more
a
in the
lot
last
more.
step.
He's doing a lot more than he did the previous round. Oh, yeah, he did.
That's like a teaspoon.
Yeah, but he's also like speaking fine and doesn't look in pain. So
well, he
You
has.
haven't seen the sweat all
Great
over
point.
his head.
Sweating and-
you need to
sweating
shoot
and
this in
crying.
HD.
Yeah.
I know the lighting is flattering. It's not showing the sweat.
Okay, are you ready?
Okay. So this theme is fails. So what is the worst thing that's ever happened at a wedding you officiated?
Great
Wow.
question.
It wasn't very bad, but the wedding took place in Woodinville at a public park.
Yep.
And it was right next to a bike trail.
Yeah.
And little toddlers kept walking across the bike trail and just barely getting missed over and over. And the drunken parents were oblivious.
Oh, that's hilarious.
The
That was
bride
good.
was-
Good answer. All right.
Wait, how?
Can you hear my mom?
No, what'd you say?
The same wedding.
Lean
the
closer.
bride was super drunk
At the ceremony.
before the ceremony.
This was
So,
they knew
Before the ceremony.
they got connected to my dad through my mom.
One of the guys worked. You guys have heard my work stories, so that should tell you something. Yeah. So it was very trashy.
Something
How's
has
that?
happened to my
Nothing,
taste buds.
nothing's hitting you, Reed?
I'm shocked. Yeah, I'm
Last-
like in
la-
disbelief.
Last time I had burn after eating and last dab, and I think was I James, was I somehow online with you or something? Was I wasn't just alone.
I was
was
Marco
Yeah.
Poloing.
We were poloing back and forth, I believe.
And I was dying.
Huh, this is
I'm
gonna
so
lose
impressed right now.
interest.
It's a
I
little
needed-
disappointing.
I went and drank cream and
He hasn't had any water too. He purposely didn't want water so it wouldn't tempt him.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's hardcore.
so
I'm shocked.
don't know what to say.
You might have reduced your population of taste buds. That could be.
All right. And I don't think you prepared a question for mom, right?
Yeah, but I
You
came
gotta
up with
come up
one.
with
I
one on
came
the
up with
fly.
one.
Because I don't fail.
Yeah, I
Is
got
that
one.
why?
Because
I
I
got
don't
one.
fail. All right. So I'm gonna go with the garlic Reaper sauce, Carolina Reaper. Accidentally healthy, intentionally delicious.
Uh-huh.
Love it.
Carolina pepper, garlic, oil, water, blah 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 blah. 35 calories.
What's
Here we
the
go.
serving
This
size?
this will officially serving size. I can't read. That's too
Let
small.
me read it.
This will though on camera be officially the spiciest thing I've ever eaten in my life.
A
Wow.
So
table.
you've
your-
never tried
not
this
your eyes.
before.
It's a
Yeah.
tablespoon. What?
Tablespoon.
Yeah.
Don't eat that much.
Yeah, don't
Holy
eat
crap, that's a huge
You should definitely do a
serving.
tablespoon, Eric. Come on.
big.
That is big. Yeah, this one is a teaspoon. That's more like it.
It's covering it. I can't see the chicken.
No, there's no chicken there yet.
Okay.
Well, you should let me
You're so
let
good
let
at
it start to
yeah,
affect me a
let's-
little
let's
bit.
wait for a sec.
Is it definitely a tablespoon?
I go 0.5.
Okay, so this is kind of classic, but I feel like there's potential. So, what's the biggest like cop fail you've had, or somebody else who's there with you had that resulted in kind of a failure on a call or mission or whatever it was?
That's a good question.
This is why we love hot ones.
Yeah.
Talk amongst
Ourselves.
for a
Yeah,
minute.
we can do that. We can do that. Wait, Morgan,
Yeah.
you said you will have a question for your mom?
I will have a question.
I
for Mom.
recall I could say
Oh.
a story about that. I remember.
Wait, he knows.
Locking her ass in the car,
You got this,
98
Eric.
degree heat, because
Oh no. That's
I remember
stressful.
this very clearly.
Oh my god, yeah.
so this is gonna be boring on the audio if someone doesn't fill in blanks here.
Oh,
You want
okay.
me to tell the story because I can talk. Yeah, so I go on a ride along with Eric, and this was like, do you want ranch?
Yeah. He's got some ranch. Go ahead and tell the story.
Yeah, so I'm on a ride along, and it's summer. It's like August, and he says if you dress professional, so you look like a detective, you'll be able to come closer and see more shit because people will just assume you're a detective. You just stand there like this and you don't say anything. So I have like on black pants, black shirt, you know, camisole, all that. And I just got a memo at work the day before that you are not supposed to keep your car running because the cops do that all the time. They leave it, they keep it running. They just think they're gonna jump off. I don't know why. They're like, we care about the environment. Don't keep your car running. You know, salmon, gas, money, whatever. So we get to a huge fight of a bunch of like gang kids in this like seedy apartment complex. And he's like, Heidi, you got to stay here because these guys are trouble. So I'm in the huge SUV. There's an assault rifle right behind my head. And he's like, I'm locking you in, you know? And so I'm just like sitting there and Eric goes over towards the fight. And in front of me on the bench are these two Ukrainian babushkas who are like 100-year-olds old and they've seen fucking everything. So they're just sitting there. They like don't care about the fight. They don't care about the sirens. They don't care about anything. And I'm just sitting there trying to be a good girl. You know, I'm like watching Eric and it's like the sweat. And so the car's locked and it's 90. It's literally in the 90s, high 90s. And it's all locked up and the sweat's dripping. And I like unbutton the top, you know, button. And then I do the second one and I'm sitting there and like the babushkas are just, they've got so many clothes on. And I see there's like a scuffle going on over there. And I'm like taking the buttons down. And then finally I get down to camisole only and like it's dripping. And here's the babushkas. And I see the fight is kind of stopped. And I like, Eric's over there on one knee, like talking to this like teenager who's like bleeding and stuff. And he's like totally absorbed. And I'm like, I need some air. I'm gonna die. And these Ukrainian women are not gonna care. They've seen everything. If I just like keeled over, you know? And I'm like barely wearing any clothes at this point. And so finally I crack the door and Eric's alarm goes off and his cop SUV and the whole fight turns and like it's like 20 cops and like 19 thugs. They all turn and they look at me, this like sweaty half naked woman in the side of this car, except for Eric. Eric is talking to the criminal, like soothing them, bonding with them, connecting. He's the only one who doesn't look and see what I need while all this is going. And the Ukrainian women.
Oh, that's good.
There's so much more of that story that I can't tell right now.
And so finally someone goes like this to Eric and he like pulls out his fob and like does that thing. Cause you know, it's like if you try and get out from the inside when it's locked and it sets the alarm off.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now,
Don't go on a ride along with Eric because he treats you like a second class citizen.
Were you in the front seat, Heidi?
Yeah, I was in the front seat.
Because back doors don't open, right?
I don't know. But the second time I went on a ride along, I had to pee so bad. I cannot even tell you. And he's like, okay, I'll take you to the station or whatever, or go to the bathroom while we're driving along. And then he's like, oh, that's Adam. Like, slam on the brakes, flip the car around, turn the lights on, arrest this guy.
You got a warrant.
He has to, you know, so he like throws him in the back and I'm like, I gotta pee because we've been like driving around, you know. And he's like, okay, well, you can pee at the jail when I take Adam to jail or whatever. That was his name, right? Adam?
Yeah.
And so we
That's what you remember.
get to the jail and it was amazing because Adam just kind of like flops against the side of the car. Oh no, this is before he got arrested. The first thing he did once he knew Eric got him is he lit up a cigarette. like immediately, and he just leans against the car in defeat because he knew that was going to be his last cigarette for a long time because he knew he was going to jail. It was just like this instant thing.
Only seen that in movies.
It was real, yeah. And I was like, wow, this guy knows what's up. And then, but so we get to the jail. I'm like, sweet, I get to pee. And Eric's like, just wait, because I gotta, take you in and all that kind of stuff. And then Eric has a heart-to-heart with Junkie in the tailgate for 45 minutes.
Oh, I'd be peeing my pants by
He
then.
covered his childhood, abusive relationships, problems. Like he's like, get it together, man. You can do it. Just like all this bonding, and I'm like, so do not expect to be comfortable. You go on a ride along with Eric.
Bring it on.
We did get a drive 99 miles an hour down the interurban trail
Wow.
in the SUV, which was pretty fun.
I thought my ride along was exciting. Everything that happened that you just said was like 10 times more exciting. But
I don't know if I knew you went on one, James, with Eric.
Yeah, it was a couple years ago.
Awesome.
A lot of years ago, because I haven't been on patrol in 5 years.
All
Oh, really?
Wow.
Are there any details you'd like to add to Mom's story now that you're capable?
When she's locked in the car, it's a really cool case. It wasn't a fight. Someone had got the shit beat out of them, just like so hard. Completely bloodied, broken nose, concussion, beat to shit. Get there, of course, 100 people saw it. No one saw anything. Nope, didn't see anything. So I'm talking to him. We're just waiting for the ambulance and stuff. Everything's done. The other officers are it hurts. The other officers, kind of, all right, no one's saying that. Good, we're done. Just give them the ambulance. We're done. And my buddy made a joke. He was like, okay, well, this is a T-TOM, which is a clearing code for a call, which means you're not going to write any reports. Nothing really happened. We just came, we took care of it. We're done. So it's a T-TOM. Just wait for Doherty to turn this into an in-custody felony, because they tended to like create bigger cases when nothing was there. And he said just joking. But as I'm sitting there, I look around the crowd. I see this woman I know from the complex, and she looks like really upset, and she's paying a lot of attention to what's going on and stuff like that. And so I'm talking to the dude, but I'm paying attention and kind of reading her signals and stuff. So I go over there to ask her, like, hey, did you see anything? Do you anything? What's going on? And instantly I can tell like there's something there. And so I'm blah, 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 blah. And she's kind of got her head down. That's kind of, like more than you normally would. And so I'm kind of looking around, talking. I'm like, and so I kind of point like, hey, did something happen over there to get her to turn her head? And I see she's got like kind of marks on her neck. And so this guy had strangled her, passed her out, assaulted her really bad. And he got his ass kicked by someone for doing that. And so I had to, I was talking to him, but I was actually building the case against him. So this guy who got his ass beat before he left in the ambulance, as he's laying there in a bloody mess, we hooked him up in handcuffs and arrested him and charged him with a felony assault on her. So it's actually kind of a cool case. It's the type of thing, like if you're not paying attention, it never would have noticed. And
does she have to agree to press charges? Not
necessarily. If it's a domestic violence thing, which it barely was, but enough to throw the label on there. But I got her to participate after a while. Like once he was, I got just enough, and I was like, I don't give a shit if you want to tell me anything. Like he's going to jail. Like you're gonna be safe tonight. And then once he was gone, she talked to me after that.
Wow, way to catch that.
Now my mouth is calming down. Finally, that was brutal. I just chug like I don't want to drink the half and half, but I just like swish it and spit it out, swish it and spit it out.
How's your stomach feel?
Good, not too bad.
Okay. Stomach takes a little while, at least for me.
Oh yeah, tomorrow it'll stop.
True.
All right.
Very true.
Who's going next?
I'll go. We'll stay in the family.
All right.
I gotta get my food.
Yeah, you gotta get your stuff ready.
So I don't know which one I think our
Yeah, I'm
hottest
gonna
one
eat
is.
it.
Oh, the one I just did is our hottest one.
Show me where to go.
You want a spoon?
It's right there. I've got some in there, but it's the
Okay.
Carolina Reaper is by magnitudes way spicier than that.
I struggle to intentionally inflict pain,
Yeah.
so I'm just gonna dredge and then see what happens.
I
respect
put a
that.
lot on there and suffered the consequence, but
Okay.
It was good. Like if I were to like take like a smaller amount and put it on something, it would have been
Mix it into something.
okay. I wanted to kind of go big on that last one,
Do
but
we have a number?
Yeah.
180,000, 160,000, something like that. Nowhere near what Reed's doing, but
Okay, Mom, yours is also a little cliche, but also kind of ripe for opportunity. What is your biggest mom fail disaster moment? Let's not put too much blame on me here.
just you in general.
This is when they zoom and put the music
Yeah.
in the
Oh.
hot ones.
How much did you do?
It's not crazy. Just,
You want to sit closer to the camera so we can get a better view of this? You want to switch seats?
I don't think I want to see in my mouth because I just want my mouth open.
Do you want ranch?
Tell everyone about when I taught you. The ski.
Oh, this was bad. Oh my God, this was really bad. So, okay. I might have exaggerated a little with really bad, but it was bad. So, we went to Crystal Mountain the first time we learned how to ski. And
Granted, this I was really
She said Greta was really excited to go
no,
skiing.
I was really excited
Oh, Heidi was really excited to go skiing.
I think we were all pretty excited.
because I had turned 40 recently. And I was having a
Oh my god. Keep going. So
Who am I? Oh,
midlife crisis. Keep
I
going.
like skiing.
And you like skiing. Oh my
Okay,
gosh.
so that happened.
Oh my god.
Midlife crisis, need to go skiing, bam, 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 lots of energy. So we get there and we get on like the bunny slope and we do a couple rounds on the bunny slope and then we get into like the slightly bigger bunny slope, which is like green circle. And we do that a couple times and we're doing pretty good, just like doing the pizza, going slow. And then Mom's like, let's try some of the other, it's getting dark by this time, we've been there a long time, hours. It's like starting to get dark.
They were
it's
still
cold.
green.
And the other, she's like,
They
let's
were
try some of
green.
these other green ones on the map. And we were like, I don't know, Mom, it's dark. And they look like they're mixed in with the other ones. And she was like, no, we're going to do it. Midlife crisis, I don't know. But she needed us to do these other green ones. So we go over to the other chairlift.
I wanted to ski the other green. The bunny hill was boring.
So
And I don't even remember learning how to ski because I was
how many?
Three. She was three.
53,
So-
I think.
So we get up the chairlift and it's way longer than all the other ones. The chairlift is higher, faster, like you can tell it's a bigger deal, right? And at this point it's basically dark. So we get to the top and the first part is pretty chill. We're going slow anyway because it's our first day. This is our first day. We get there and then we round the corner and it's like a cliff, like straight down. Like straight down, and there's like two other people and they're like these like cool like snowboard dudes and they just like zoom down, they're gone, then it's just us, right? And it's just us and we're the only ones and it's getting dark and we're at the top of this cliff on our
so they
skis.
stopped and
No, we started first. We started going down the
to
hill
go more. They took off their skis
and yeah, and then ski
And they
patrol
powder.
in their flashing ski
Stop.
motorcycle had to come down and escort us down the hill. I mean the cliff on our
Called a
very first day
snowmobile.
because Mom took us on the green run that she wanted us to go on and it was way too steep.
So we were the last ones off the mountain.
Yeah.
They escorted us.
Escorted us down the mountain.
And then the
because-
next day, I told Dad that I like threw them out of the gondola and told them to just go skiing. And
it was bad. It was real bad.
what did I just eat? What was that?
All right. James, are you up?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm experiencing the story. Still am.
Savannah, are you muted? Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I got a
Savannah's
parenting
muted.
tip for you, James. When you hit these life milestones, watch
you
your
hear us?
parenting game. On those
Okay,
days.
sorry, issues.
Sounds
Okay.
good.
So sorry about that. But my question is, like, what was the conversation like with Ski Patrol? Like, did you say we thought this was for beginners, and they were like, "Oh dear, like that this is not for beginners," or was it just like not discussed and they just brought you?
I don't think it was.
They went
really
into
discussed.
kindergarten mode and were so nice. They were like
Yeah.
these super rad ski bro guys. They're like, "Hey girl, you wanna, hold my hand and go down this hill?" Like, dude, yeah, let's go. They did really good.
Nice.
Yeah. It wasn't good. Nothing about it was good. All right, James, what are you trying?
You guys ready for this?
Oh yeah.
So when I first started getting into like finding the most extreme stuff that I could, I found 357 Mad Dog Revenge. So this is nothing but extract. So that's what we were talking about in Reed's hot sauce, how some of the really good ones are really good because they're super spicy, but they don't have extract. So this is, I don't know if you can see the number, but that tiny number there is 1 million.
Wow.
Wow.
So this is my favorite part. On the side, it says, "Do not consume, use as food additive only." So
Oh.
we're gonna
So
consume
you're just gonna use a
amount.
tiny amount, right?
Yeah, I'll show you guys what I'm doing here. So it's liquid, right? It's not like a sauce.
Mm-hmm.
So I poured, kind of like covered the surface area of something. If this isn't enough, I'm happy to
That's
add
I
a little
mean,
more. So
it seems
All right.
give me a second here to chew and swallow.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like Reed needs to get some of that or something if he's
he was actually
immune.
he got up and got a spoon and he was just gonna straight up have some. He feels like he hasn't suffered enough.
I'm gonna have
Yeah.
a tablespoon
Yeah.
of
All
this.
right.
Yeah.
All right,
Want
James.
to do it during this question, Dad? or-
Sure.
Okay.
Oh, there you go.
So-
Yeah.
I know you're pretty into outdoor stuff. You've done some trips with Dad. But a lot of the time when you're outside, things can go wrong. So, what is the worst disaster that has happened on a trip? And was it the Wonderland, or was there something that was worse than that?
It was definitely the Wonderland. I wouldn't call it a disaster.
Wait, I like how all these stories are about people suffering when they're out with me.
I wouldn't call it a disaster. I would call it Eric being really prepared, thank the Lord, because he had a satellite phone. We would have been totally fucked without that satellite phone.
Oh,
So
Well, what happened?
We were still kind of totally fucked, but we survived.
You made progeny, so you lived.
Starting to go
story.
into the fingers and the hands.
What happened, James?
Yeah. This was great. Eric and I were both, I think, independently getting into trail running, and we agreed that we should do a big trip. And he had done an ultra, and I had done a trail full marathon, and we decided we were cool enough to do a big chunk of the Wonderland Trail.
The plan was to do the whole thing, right?
The original plan was to do the whole thing, and we're like, we'll do like half of it one day, half
Yeah.
of it the other day.
And
Yeah.
for the audience, this is how long? Tell the audience.
It's 93 miles with insane elevation. People do it in like 12 days. 12 days would be a good one. 10 days would be very fast.
Right.
We were doing 2.
Of course,
Holy
yeah.
crap,
We were like,
okay.
we'll just do like the first half and get some.
Yeah, we had a
couple hours
campground
of rest.
halfway around there. My dad was going to meet us with some tents. We're going to do half of it, take a nap, do the other half. Nope, I don't.
Wow.
Yeah, and so we did, I feel like, a great amount of preparation, except for preparing our skill level. Everything else was totally on point. We poured over maps. I counted calories down to the single calorie of how much calories I would spend and need and everything. And Eric made a pretty funny choice. He's like, I think you were doing no carb at the time, right?
Yeah.
So he wanted to do 93 miles of trail running in 2 days on like 0 carbs,
Oh.
which most people would not make that choice. But yeah, it was great. We got a great early start. We got maybe a couple hours of sleep at Spencer's house, and then I got up really early, and it was pitch fucking black when we
Did
started.
Spencer
we
go
had
with you guys? Was it
Yeah,
the three of you?
yeah,
Yeah,
he-
Got it.
yeah, it was the three of us.
He started it and then bailed like a quarter of the way around. I had to satellite phone my dad. He met us at a trailhead, picked up Spencer because, and this is when I knew things were gonna maybe go south. As we're driving the trailhead, he's just slamming this giant, like greasy breakfast burrito, like doing the like hardest physical thing you've ever done. I'm like, I don't know if that's a good idea. And like for the first hour, it was just him trying to find bushes and stuff like that.
I didn't remember his food choice. I
Oh.
thought he was just having a rough day. But yeah, we started. It was pitch black. So much fun. We're all jacked up on caffeine and no sleep and adrenaline, and you know, everything seemed like it was going great. And sun started coming up. It was fucking gorgeous. I have some
Oh,
amazing
so pretty.
pictures of that. And yeah, and then yeah, Spencer's having to take a lot of bush breaks with the
Nope.
shovel. So you know what that means.
Yeah, we got
Um,
really behind schedule early, which
Yeah.
hurt us.
Yeah, we started looking at our thing. I think even if he hadn't needed to take breaks, I'm not sure if we could have kept on pace to our original schedule or anything. But
No, I think it just exacerbated it because I'm pretty sure like once my dad picked him up, we're like, all right, we're gonna make up some time. And you and I pushed way too fucking
Yeah.
hard on some serious hills.
yeah,
And then like for the last 9 hours of it, my legs were just kind of like shaking the entire time.
yeah. So fast forward through all the beautiful, gorgeous, amazing, like cannot recommend doing this at a more reasonable pace, obviously. At some point in everybody's life. But yeah, flash forward to like it's getting dark and we're starting to see lots of stars, and we're starting to do some math on how far away the nearest pickup point is, because cars don't go to most of the Wonderland Trail. You need to get very far, very specific points in order to be where someone can get you. And so we don't have tents. We have light gear, which means we just have things that we need to run from point to point. So we are requiring to get any shelter whatsoever. We need to make it to this certain point. And so
Now we did have emergency blanket, like we would survive, but
correct. Yeah.
like if we
Yeah.
would have hunkered down and put our blanket, we would have survived the night. But I didn't think to bring anything for like actually like moving through the night. So I'm wearing like shorts and a t-shirt, and it gets
Yep,
to about
yep.
35 degrees as we're, you know, barely being able to walk anymore. And it was so cold and so dark.
Unbelievably cold and dark. And yep, exactly as Eric described. We didn't expect to be running this late. We thought we would be, even at our slowest pace, be way faster than this. And I remember I knew it was bad when I was at the point where I was really thirsty. Obviously, I took a sip from my water bottle, and the water was so cold that as it ran through my body and hit my stomach, it started giving me like kind of these like crampy, like freezing pains. And I was like, that's so much worse than being thirsty. Like, I'm not drinking any more water. Like, fuck that.
Yeah, the trippiest thing for me, I remember like towards the end, like because basically we got to a point where we had to push to our actual campsite, which means we did
Yeah, no
half the
other
Wonderland
options.
Trail,
Gotta
like
keep
45
moving.
miles in one day. And 45 miles of like the hardest terrain you could possibly be going over just in one day. And, you know, I'd sent my dad a message like, hey, we're going to meet you at this trailhead. But I mean, we're talking, it's 1 a.m, 2 a.m. And I'm trying to click off on the map. You can't see shit. Trying to click off on the map, like where we are. And I'm like, okay, it's what, you know, at this junction of the trail, it's 1 mile to this lake. All right, it's just 1 mile, but we have like 12 miles left. And I go and I go and I go. And after, you know, like several hours, it feels like I'm, you know, like, well, shit, I must have missed the lake because we've done at least 7-8 miles. And then I walk for another, what feels like 2 hours. And then I see the fucking lake. And I'm like, I really it was like a Twilight Zone episode. Like I really felt like I just did at least 8 to 10 miles and it was 1 fucking mile. And I'm like, oh my God, we got to do that 11 more times.
Yep.
And it just, I mean, it gets to that weird place in your head. It's like, is it really that bad to just lay on the side of the trail and die? Like, I mean, a bear is going to be happy that it found you. Like, I mean, it was like that, like the physical pain of the pepper spray that I was talking about earlier is the most physical. This was the most mentally tortured I have ever been in my life. And then we finally I remember, oh my God, I so clearly remember seeing the little headlamp of my dad down the trail. I'm like, holy fucking
Every
shit.
turn that you made, you were like, fuck, have we been here before? Like, this looks really familiar. And then every turn also was like, oh my God, please like be around the fucking corner. Like, and he never was for like so many hours.
Yeah, it was insane.
I got into weird headspaces too, like thinking about like what tattoos I was gonna get like when I survived and like shit like that. Like it was intense.
I remember watching you guys on the satellite phone because it was on map tracker.
Yep.
So I was at home watching and I was like, this thing must be wrong. It must not be working because occasionally if you're in a deep canyon, the signal can't get out. I was like, it must be updating soon and they're going to jump forward like 10 miles, 20 miles. And I was like, fucking A.
We had that thought.
Not that I said, it was.
Eric said to me at one point, oh, sorry,
after
go ahead.
all that, you guys regret it or no?
No.
Oh.
No. Top life
I'd do it
experience
again.
ever. I mean, it's like one of the greatest things I've ever done.
Oh my God.
I would never do it again.
I'd totally do it again.
I'm gonna do.
You gotta do the other half.
Nah, we'll do it again.
Oh,
Go for it, Reed.
Wait, Reed, what is that?
Last dab.
It's the last dab.
Reed, damn.
That was a tablespoon.
Oh,
Or like the last Reed.
that was chunky. Is that garlic in there?
It's just peppers.
See,
Mine is just peppers.
You want to?
damn, there's
What is up with him?
there is something wrong with me.
Well, since Reed's the most senior member in the hot party, I think he has to give 2 failures. I think Reed should give a bonus failure story.
Oh yeah, just like any general.
This is failur's choice.
Wow, I am really good at forgetting failures.
That's a good life
Great
skill.
quality. Oh man, that's a hard thing to think of on the spot for sure. I feel
Yeah.
like we need a
prompt.
situation.
Maybe you guys should all
travel
give
failure,
questions
maybe.
after dinner. How about-
What about public embarrassment? Do you have any embarrassing public moments?
Or the best time you embarrassed one of your family members?
Oh.
I was reading at a gate at an airport and missed my flight.
Oh, that's a great.
That must have been a
one.
good damn book. That's a good recommendation for a book right
Right?
That should be on the back, yeah.
We have an online review.
Well, he did embarrass his parents, his mother especially, by he was on the news.
Oh, that's true.
Streaking
there.
in college.
Yeah, I was a
And-
Wait,
freshman. in
Where did you go?
1973 UW.
Oh,
Streaking
nice.
was a hot topic on the news for a month or so.
There was a
Campus.
sorry, go ahead.
The first, now it's getting to hit me.
There we go. We can see it. We can see it.
The first experience was sticking my bare butt out of a 3rd floor window out of my fraternity, and to uproarious applause.
You do have a cute butt.
And then I got in the back of a pickup, or maybe an El Camino, something like that. Just standing, just parade style, just waving.
Just butt ass naked.
Yeah, I was with Nancy Boyd, so there was, male and female.
Were there people on
action.
the street
Oh
cheering?
God, everyone would come out.
Were you like waving and stuff, or like?
Yeah, everybody
Waving
would
other
come out in
things?
dark, wanting to see naked people. And so it was super popular, and the press was there. So my mom was playing bridge the next day, and her friend says, "I saw your son on the news last night."
Oh.
The best bridge story.
And so
God.
so mom and I talked on the phone. She said the funniest thing happened. Your friend thought she saw you naked on the news.
And you said,
What a sweet innocent
I
thought.
said, well, I cannot tell a lie. That was me naked on the news.
wow.
Savannah and Morgan, were you guys gonna take a little taste
I have
of something
some
for the
medium
party?
salsa.
Oh, I'll have some some Tapatio. Yeah. Can I have this, or has this been touching
Would you
other
like it?
things?
Why don't
Can
I
I
get
have
you
a
a
clean?
warm one?
Get a
Yeah.
warm
And a
yeah.
clean plate.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll do. This will be our grand finale, and then we gotta get off because the girls got their community watch party tonight.
Oh, sounds good. Sounds good.
James,
Ooh.
did you get to see my
We saw it, but I don't know if we recorded it. Can we see it again
Okay,
for the
here it
podcast
is.
in case it
This
wasn't
is my
recorded?
instant
Kane,
instant cane. Okay,
Instant what?
ready?
Kane, watch. Oh,
Whoa! That's crazy.
that's amazing.
That's a great stocking stuffer.
Putting on the
Oh
Ritz.
yeah.
Yep, very affordable. Very.
Wow.
It'll be treasured for years to come.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm
Party.
Does
definitely-
it feel pretty
Alert.
sturdy, Reed?
Pardon?
Is it pretty sturdy? Does it feel like you could put a little weight on it?
Oh, it could be a walking stick. Totally.
Wow.
Yeah.
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 I can't even quite figure that out.
Portable
Yeah.
cane. That's this
That's-
little silver
that's
thing.
like
and
heavy,
it
like-
shoots it out. It becomes
That's like
a
a
walking
pocket
stick.
weapon.
Not too
Yeah.
little.
It's
Yeah.
you could probably get out. You could tell people it's a bow staff and they'd run away.
Whoa, I don't even know what that is, but it sounds
Why don't you
scary.
do more?
The stick that you hit people with.
A
I
hitting
feel like
stick.
Savannah has some work to do to live up to your public stunts. She's not really following your footsteps quite good enough. Madison either, I don't think.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I have public embarrassment, but not involving streaking for sure.
All right.
So
Okay, I
peppers
put
is
kind
the
of a lot
sixth
on.
ingredient in this. Can we find the Scoville levels, please?
Oh, right. Okay, mine actually.
Negative a million.
What's Morgan's?
What kind of pepper?
It's a medium salsa, and peppers are the 6th ingredient on the
Ooh.
list.
That
Just
sounds
big
medium.
For Morgan, honey.
is
Yeah,
really
the fact that she's
cool.
even doing it
Are
is.
you sure you should eat that, sweetie?
You got this, Morgan. And I put kind of a
Pretend
lot
she's
on
about
here.
to go down the green run,
I,
Heidi.
I
She's
don't
got
think
this.
I've ever tried
Woohoo!
Tapatio.
Made of water,
Yeah.
Water's the
Green
first
run.
ingredient.
red peppers,
Oh.
Water.
salt,
Morgan once
spices,
said water
garlic.
was
Should we
spicy.
go
It
at the
was
same
from Tommy
time?
Yeah,
Time, so it's
3,
probably pepper in it.
2, 1,
Cheers.
go.
Down the hatch. Woo, doggies.
All right, let us know if you start to feel it.
Mhm.
Was it like
I don't
instantly
like
hot?
it. It's hot.
Feel
Well, it was a
anything
little.
at all?
Not too bad though.
It's all tongue.
All tongue, yeah.
Yeah.
Not
So-
so.
Same here. Like my
It's not
whole
the
tongue
spiciest thing I've ever had.
is
Oh,
on
wow.
fire. But I'm okay without water.
So do you guys feel like you could step it up a little bit next time then?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should I try this one?
Yes.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna do
of
it
course.
right now.
Yeah, go for
Do
it.
it.
I
Morgan,
still feel it.
what
but
do you experience?
This is exciting.
It was tongue, like right
Oh.
away, and then tongue. It's like fading now.
No lips.
Tongue.
Is your mouth like
tongue,
light
tongue,
on
tongue,
fire,
tongue,
though,
And
or
then
anything?
nothing else, just
No,
tongue.
no lips.
You could do a
Tell us
hot.
again what that was, Morgan, that you had.
Also, I feel like my lips are drooping.
It was a
Oh, yeah.
medium salsa. that
But
she
they don't.
did.
They don't
Medium
hurt.
salsa.
Medium.
And how
Yeah.
do you feel? in
And I
your
feel like I
heart?
need to burp. But that
Yeah.
might be because I got a little chicken stuck in my throat.
This is
Oh,
number 2.
How do you
Okay.
feel
It's really
emotionally?
tasty.
Do you know the
Great.
Scovilles on the one you're
So
about to
it's a
do,
chicken.
Savannah?
This was the one we didn't know. So Tapatio was 3,000. Dad, do you agree
We-
that this is hotter than
We
Tapatio?
believe it's about 10,000.
Okay.
Really?
Or not.
Oh my god. Okay.
But definitely above Taco
I
Bell
think it's a
mild
little
sauce.
heavy. I
We
don't know.
should
Who cares?
round
I'm
to
gonna
like
die.
1,000 is just a 1 to make
Okay.
it
Okay.
not as scary.
All right, Savannah. I feel like this is the
Savannah.
dawn of Savannah getting into spicy
Yeah.
food.
Right?
Yeah, slippery slope.
Oh yeah, she seems to be enjoying it.
Tapatio was worse than this.
Oh.
Yeah, see, your whole life you've been afraid of it. You just
Oh my
didn't try it.
God.
Also, you kind of like, I feel like the reason we got to the end and we're having really spicy stuff, and sometimes it wasn't as crazy unless you're Eric and you did a ton, was like you kind of build it up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
in the system.
Oh yeah, for sure. I feel like if I had like more of that salsa, it would.
Yeah.
You know.
Totally, James.
Starting to hit you there, Savannah, a little bit.
Reed, is she sweating?
Yeah, it's definitely like nothing in my mouth besides my tongue hurts. But it's like it's pretty intense. Yeah, but still, I'm
You're
Does
getting
breathing hurt?
yeah, but no, it is harder than the Tapatio. I stand corrected for sure. I know that's something I forgot about hot ones is sometimes it hits you right in the beginning. Okay, now it's in my throat. I can
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, it's gonna build.
That's a real
Alright, well,
sauce.
this time
Wow, I
did-
feel like a real hot sauce.
You are. Yay!
All right, but I'm gonna stop stop with that one. I'm not gonna get crazy.
Yeah, no, we gotta wrap it up
Anxious now.
anyway because the
This
girls
time I
gotta
did medium salsa.
Wow.
Maybe next time. What's after medium? High?
hot.
Hot?
Yeah.
Hot?
Yeah.
Salsa.
I can maybe do that.
You can
All
handle hot. So I mean, you
Do
wouldn't-
medium first and then
Well, I
Morgan
did
goes
medium today.
crazy
That
with
was
the
medium.
garlic. Morgan's garlic
She said
level
build it up.
is insane. When she makes pesto, the rest of us are like,
Vampire killer. Nice.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Thank you
was
very
fun.
much. I'm gonna
Thank
try
you.
to post this up
Thanks,
places and then
Yeah,
I'll
this
tell you
is
where it's
fun.
at.
Love
Thanks,
you
Eric.
guys.
We'll do it again.
Guys.
How
good
you
luck
doing?
tomorrow.
Have a good